Hello everyone, welcome to Nallana Smartreddy Education Society's group of institution accredited by NAC and NBA Hyderabad, Telangana, Department of Civil Engineering. Myself, Mr. Vankudathu Nageshwara, Assistant Professor. I am going to deal about transportation engineering. This is Unit 1, Highway Development and Planning. The role of transportation. So basically we have three type of categories is there. That is the first one is economical role of transportation, social role of transportation, political role of transportation. These three categories major role in transportation system. So first one is economical role of transportation, that is place, time, quality and utility of goods and change in location of activity. So obviously economical role very important when we are going to construct or the structure of rigid pavement or flexible pavement, whatever it may be. And coming to the social role of transportation, formation of settlement is a very important role. Why? Because when we are developing a transportation system in a urban area, we should build a residence. So that's why settlement is a very important parameter. And size and patterns of the settlement also very important thing. Then growth of urban and rural villages, it will be good condition. And coming to the political role of transportation system, so administration of an area, and second one is the political choice in transportation system. So coming to the environmental role of transportation system, so how the different mode of transport is affecting the environment means, so required safety, air pollution is there, noise pollution is there, energy consumption and other impacts like land use, aesthetics of a region, relocation of residents. So when environment of pollution more and more, then what happened? We need to construct our resident in a different location. That is the point. So basically scope of the transport. So when we are constructing any kind of the structure related to in a construction field, so we need to take feature scope of that particular construction. So means development, planning and location. So when we are building a transportation system right now, it will be used in future. So that is the scope. Then highway design, geometry and structure. And coming to the another case is the traffic performance and its control. Traffic performance is very important in a transportation system. So when we are giving good traffic condition, then we won't get any kind of the problem. And coming to the material and construction and maintenance. So maintenance is the important role constructed our structure, our transportation system. So until the validity of that structure, we need to maintain all those things. And coming to the economics, finance and administrative. Guys, this is topic 1, highway development in India. Generally we have three categories of transportation is there in olden days. That is the roads in ancient India, Mughals period and 19th century, that is the British period. So first one is roads in ancient India. The excavation of Mohenjo-daro and Harappas have revolved the existing of roads in India as early as 25th to 35th BC. And the old records reveals the earlier period of the roads they are used for indispensable for administrative and as well as military purpose. At the time, the first Prime Minister is Kautilya. The concerned area is Emperor Chandragupta Maurya. At that time, he gave some rules and regulations for the road and different kinds of traffic rules and some kind of punishment for obstructing the roads. These kind of phenomena he developed over there, and he written of title of his book is Arthashastra. And coming to the second one is roads in Mughal period. So in Mughal period, the roads of India were greatly improved. So some of the highways they are built, or some of the highways they are maintained. At that particular time, the Mughals received great appreciation from foreign visitors. At that time, those who are visited in India. And coming to the next point, roads were built running from north west to the eastern areas through the Gangetic plains, linking also to the coastal regions, central part of the area. And coming to the roads in 19th century, in British period, at the beginning of British rule, the conditions of roads is deteriorated. The economical and political shifts caused damage to a great extent in the maintenance of the road transportation. At that time, Britishers they are developed slowly railways, and number of trunk roads were metalled and bridges were provided at the stage of in 19th century. And this was mainly done on the remains of old roads which existed under the supervision of the British military engineers. At that time, military maintenance was not quite adequate. In 1969, the British Governor General Lord Dalhousie is formed a department, that is a public work department. Construction of Grand Trunk Road was undertaken by this new government, and the development of railways, attention of the government was shifted to the road development. This is a Grand Trunk Road, this is a railways at that time, metro and bridges in 19th century of British period. Then after that, the Indian government they formed one committee, that is Jayakar Committee, and the recommendations in 1927. Central government should take the proper changes from local governments. One of the recommendations paved the way for the establishment of semi-social technical body called Indian Road Congress IRC in 1934. And at the same time, the committee decided to plan every 20 years in road development. The committee suggests imposition of additional taxes on motor vehicle, on petrol vehicles, paying for hire, called Central Road Fund in 1929. And another important point is Central Road Research Institute, dedicated research organization, was constituted to carry out a research in 1950 in road development. And this is Central Road Fund 1929. Extra levy of 2.64 paisa per litre, 20% as a reserve, and 80% is allotted for development. Now, a revised cess is 2 rupees per litre of petrol. And at the same time, Motor Vehicle Act 1939, control of drivers, vehicle ownership, vehicle operation on roads and traffic streams, revised in 1988. The National Highway Act 1956 declared selected highways as national highways. Yes, obviously, those who are using more transport from one state to another state, so then they call national highways. To enter into any land of surveys, then we can do good work. To acquire land and take position for the development of national highway. Land acquiring is the very important point. So when we are building national highway or state highway from one place to another place around hundreds of kilometers, at that time land acquiring process is going on. So that is a very important point. Revised in 1988, and NHAI, National Highway Authority of India, started operating on February 1995 onwards till now. They are doing all kind of the works under the condition of National Highway Authority of India. So this is a road development India. Thank you. Namaste.